Hi everyone, my name is Abby Wilson and I'm here to present to you guys about the cloud. The cloud can be described as a global network of servers in which each server has a unique function. The cloud is an intangible entity that operates on a single ecosystem via remote servers around the globe. These servers act as agents who are designed to either store and manage data, run applications, deliver content, or provide a service such as email, social media, or office productivity software, for example. In simple terms, the cloud allows you to access and save information and data without saving it to your computer's hard drive. There are 4 methods to deploy cloud resources. The first would be the public cloud, which shares resources and offers services to the public over the internet. So this could be, an example of this could be iCloud, where you can access your messages or photos from any Mac device. The private cloud, this is the second one. It's not shared, but offers services over a private internal network, typically hosted on premises. So this would be like a corporation or a private company where they can share information on location, but not anywhere else. The third one is hybrid cloud, which shares services between public and private clouds depending on their purpose. That one's pretty self-explanatory. And the last one is community cloud, which shares resources only between organizations such as government institutions or healthcare networks, things like that. Cloud computing can take place anywhere and at any time. The term cloud computing has been a buzzword that's been around since the early 2000s, but the concept of service-based computing has been around for much longer, maybe even dating back to the 1960s. In the 1960s, computer bureaus would allow companies to rent time on a mainframe rather than have to buy one themselves. The idea of renting or using rather than having your own has stuck around for quite some time with the application of service providers, utility computing, and other platform-based companies that you may know, such as Amazon or Netflix. Additionally, with the rise of the PC, there was a rise in corporate data centers that allowed for companies to store large amounts of data. Next up, what the cloud is not. As stated in the previous slide, the cloud is a server-based network that allows for data to be stored and transferred. It is not hardware that you tangibly own. If you save something to the cloud from your computer, you can also access it through the cloud on your phone. The cloud is not dedicated to having network-attached storage hardware either. Storing data on the home or work computer is not utilizing the cloud. That would be, in contrast, utilizing the hardware on your device. The cloud is a transparent accumulation of servers. Therefore, it is not a server typically or specifically in your phone or laptop. Lastly, the cloud is not a place. Instead, it is a virtual ecosystem that allows you to store and share data. Real-world technologies. Whether you're aware of it or not, we use cloud computing technologies every single day. This could be when you check your email, share photos, or save documents. It's hard to imagine a day without these activities that the cloud allows us to participate in. For example, Gmail allows you to check your email from any device at any time. Companies and industries also rely on cloud computing quite a bit in today's world. IT consolidation is heavily utilized in government agencies in order to limit the amount of work they're doing and allow for less repetition and reinforcement when it comes to data compilation. Conversely, ClearData and IBM Cloud are used in the healthcare industry. The cloud allows for transactions and operations to become more timely and cost-effective. It also allows for healthcare firms to have access to the newest and most relevant information at all times, which can be monumental in this field. So the cloud's primary impact. The cloud has drastically changed all aspects of life, including but not limited to society as a whole, social life, education, and the business world. Society as a whole has become more active and transparent. For example, news is much more accessible to anyone who wants to read it. Through the internet and its cloud computing databases, it allows for anyone to be able to access all types of information. Anyone can find out just about anything about any topic at any time. Social life has also been drastically altered with the integration and implementation of cloud computing. The way we communicate, make plans, share information, and spend time with one another is completely different than how it was just years before the cloud was a big deal. Social media has played an influential role in this change. Pictures, posts, and videos can be shared so easily thanks to the cloud. Before the cloud, a hard drive of some sort was essential when it came to sharing and saving videos and pictures. The cloud has made it all much more accessible and overall a much painless experience. You could even say the cloud has allowed for people to build deeper and longer relationships due to the simplicity of it and how easy it is to share information from remote places. Education is another example of an entity that has been transferred because of the cloud. It's easy to hypothesize that college today is so much different than it was when our parents were in college. This is in part due to the cloud. With the straightforward availability we have to share information allows for immense collaboration. With the inclusion of the cloud, education is much more collaborative, agile, and cohesive. Much like education, the business world has changed drastically because of the cloud. Projects have been able to be more compatible and more easily accessible to all types of employees, and it is much quicker and easier to share data. So what does this have to do in relation to our course framework? The cloud directly relates to the course framework through digital representation and computing power. The cloud has made data much more digitally available due to technology. The immediate consequences of the technology and variants of cloud computing are shared IT platforms of growing functionality. With that, the increased popularity of social media in today's world, information can be allowed to be shared easily. Most importantly, the cloud relates to the information separated from artifact, part of immense consequences. The cloud thrives on the concept of saving data and information without needing a tangible artifact and allowing the data and information to be accessed from anywhere. The cloud is essentially automation, which leads to the information and transformation for potential business moves. The way things are saved are automated, which leads to the more information being shared at a faster rate and the world being changed because of it. Thank you for listening.